This really is a love story, isn't it, between Eddie and Benita?
It is. It's a profound love story that Eddie and Benita had when they first met, and I think Benita describes it as love at first sight when she met Eddie when they were quite young, and 10 children. It's a really beautiful love story.
Yeah, you said that she said it was love at first sight, but they didn't get off to the best start, did they?
No, well, I think because she was, she was quite young, and he was away from he wasn't part of the community. So, I think there was a little bit of having to convince the family that, that they were meant for each other. But of course, once that decision was made, then, as you can see, 10 children, incredible children. And she was his rock. Absolutely, Benita was Eddie's rock.
How much did you consult with Benita for this role?
I hadn't met Benita before filming, but I did meet her prior to, just out of respect. And Benita and Gail, who's one of the daughters of Eddie and Benita, they were instrumental in their consultation and support. And I spent time at the home in Townsville, and I have to say, Karina, just meeting Benita was incredible. She brought me in like I was her own daughter, and just to sit with her and hear some of the stories that she had to say about her life with Eddie and having all those children and being in Townsville, and at that time it was a real privilege.
And what's her reaction been to the film?
Oh, I imagine it's going to be quite cathartic, not just for Benita but for everyone involved. I mean, this is what's happening tonight at the premiere, and I can't wait to share that experience with her. I imagine I might be crying a hell of a lot along with Benita and everyone there, so I think it'll be quite an extraordinary event.
How important was it for you that you accurately portrayed Benita, as well as the relationship, the closeness that she shared with Eddie Mabo?
Oh, it was incredibly important. I think for me, I was quite daunted by the prospect of, I wanted to give it justice, and I wanted the Mabo family to be proud of me. But what we decided in rehearsals, myself, director Rachel Perkins and Jimmy, that it wasn't so much as a direct representation of the people that we're playing. We had to find an ownership as well to the story, and of course Benita and the family were, gave us that blessing and that freedom to do that. So I think, fingers crossed, I hope that they're very proud of what we've done.
And it really is a stellar cast. There's you and Jimmy Barney in the central roles, and there's also Colin Friels, Rob Carlton, Miranda Otto. Rachel Perkins obviously has done an absolutely magnificent job in directing this. How central was it working together as a team?
Oh, I love Rachel Perkins. She's an extraordinary director. This is our third collaboration over time, and as her company, Blackfella Films, they're about integrity. They're about finding stories and presenting those stories, and they have, and also pushing artistic boundaries as well. So this is the type of work that, as an actor, I'm really, really proud to be a part of. And Rachel is an amazing director, and she's done such a great job with this film.
Personally, it's been a very big year for you. You've got The Sapphires coming out later this year, but it absolutely got a rousing reception at Cannes when it premiered a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, it did. I mean, that again, another incredible experience. It was a very whirlwind tour for us. We were over there for about 4 days, but it was fantastic to have that experience along with the other 3 girls in the film, and with the director Wayne Blair and the writer Tony Briggs and Keith Thompson, and all of us who'd worked so hard on the film, to then be celebrated in that way was extraordinary.
Have you ever received a 10-minute standing ovation before?
No, I have not, but that's how I'm gonna. That's raise the benchmark now.
So is that what you're expecting tonight?
10 minutes is minimum.
You're like, no, you can't sit down, anyone. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet. Keep clapping. Oh, that's wonderful. Deborah Manwin, I just wanted to ask you one last question about your career, and that's whether as an Indigenous actress, whether you've ever felt that you haven't been able to be cast in other roles, that you've only been able to play Indigenous roles?
Look, I've I've never had that perspective. I think when I started out, I took on any job possible. For me, it's about the craft. It's about finding work that allows me to do the job that I've trained so hard to do. So I never pigeonholed myself. I never thought I'm going to only do this or I'm only going to do that. So maybe that's helped me create the body of work that I've had over the years, and be able to do, you know, all sorts of characters and working in theatre and film and television. So maybe that's something inside of me that I just went, no, I want the experience of everything, you know, because this is what I've trained for, and you know, I want to find as many opportunities as possible. So, you know, I'm very grateful that that's been the case in all the work that I've done.
Well, Deborah Mailman, we thank you so much for your time. You were truly terrific in Mabo, and it is a really magnificent film. Thank you very much.
Thank you.